Hello guys and welcome. Tanya here from Art East Zone. So let me tell you guys what's happening. I am getting my travel pouches ready because, spring and summer, you go to the park and playground, and so a lot of bench time, and I wanted to make sure that my pouches were ready. So I figured, let me just go ahead and show you what my favorite art supplies for on the go are. So I have two pouches, but this big one here is the main pouch, and as you can see, the Posca markers are my favorite ones. I will say this, they are my favorite markers because they are the ones that have least failed. And I know it sounds horrible, but if you have any experience with acrylic markers, sometimes they just give out on you. And so I love the Posca markers. I think a lot of you guys, if you are artists, you probably know about these. I have them in a variety of colors. They tend to be the one thing that I'm like, if I go to the art store, let me just pick a color that I don't have. And that's just how I am. It's like a guilty pleasure, right? Now, I typically get the, I always call them medium size, but that's not the correct one. I typically get the, I want to say it's the 3M, the bullet shaped. And those are my favorite ones. As you can see, I have a lot of those, and that would be this one right here. And then sometimes I get a little larger one. I'll put the sizes in the description so that you know the difference. But depending on what I have going on and what I have in mind, I'll get those. Now, I do have this other brand here, and the only reason I got this one was because I wanted this kind of purple, and I couldn't find it with any other brand, and it was actually pretty good. It does come with a different tip, or a shaped tip, so it turned out pretty well. All right, so right now, this is like the bulk of the stuff, right? The main stuff. You gotta have the Posca markers in black in different sizes. I use these for everything. For my sketch drawings, for my canvases as far as outlining goes, and even for my wood crafts. These are my go-to, all the blacks. Yes, they don't fail me. I have had good luck with them, even in the smallest one, because the small ones, the micron ones, are the ones that tend to fail the most. I mean, have you noticed that? Like, that's been my case. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yes, the black ones in different sizes for sure. Now, the white ones, I can't say that I've been as lucky. They have, like this one right here, the small one, just kind of gave out on me very quickly, and I was very upset. But I do make sure that I have white ones for highlights, and also how I sign some of my color crafts. I like to use the white, but I don't know. I feel like they pick up every other color. I don't like it. So, because I have trouble with it, I tried this one. So this one is actually a white metallic marker from the dollar store, and it has been good to me. So yes, dollar store, whoop whoop. All right, guys, so this pen right here is my favorite pen. My dad actually bought or brought a bunch of those, and I love the black ones so much that I went on Amazon and got me the color ones. I use these mainly for like small little hatching, or even for my watercolor drawings. I would outline with the color pens, and they are so good. Pencils, you gotta have pencils in different gradients. I usually try to have a dark one and a very light one. And of course, the regular good old pencils. All right, guys, erasers. Yes, this is the one I have right now, but really my favorite one is the Lion's erasers. I just can't find it right now. And regular ball pens. You can't have enough of these. All right. So this is just an eraser. It's a shaped eraser. It's easier for you to kind of take away some of the shading for highlights. And then I have a regular Sharpie. Sometimes it just comes in handy. These are my new ones. So these are SAKURA oil metallic pens. I've only used the gold one so far. I have really enjoyed it, but I don't know. I've seen reviews that they tend to leak fairly quick, and so I'm kind of scared. I hope they don't. I'm really hoping they don't. Please, fingers crossed. And a good old ruler. This one is the one that I carry the most. It's just, you know, reliable. I used to have one of the ones that you fold in half, but ask me where that is. I don't know. I have no idea. All right, let's move on to the next one. I said that I carry 2 pouches. Now, the second pouch I don't carry as often. It depends if I know I'm gonna use it, and the reason being is because it has my Woodless watercolor pencils, and they tend to be kind of fragile. You press on them the wrong way, they break. You drop them, they break, and so I don't carry them as often. The water pens that I use, listen guys, I don't look for expensive. I do have them in different sizes, but honestly, I just use the regular round one. To me, because I don't typically do watercolors, I don't really care too much about the types that I use. I'm using it more to activate the watercolor pencils. So when I use my watercolor pencils, I just use the water to activate that color. So this one here is actually from the dollar store. As you can see, no difference. And you just go ahead and move on. That's it. I mean, if you use watercolor pencils in different sizes, good for you. Maybe I need to look at your videos. Now, I mentioned that these break fairly easy. As you can see on the top, you see the leftover of the white watercolor pencils. Yep, because I dropped it and it broke. My heart was broken along with it. This is just a red pencil. I use this typically to sketch first if I don't want to use the regular pencil, because then when you use the water, it'll pick up the charcoal and kind of smudge it and make like a muddy color. So I use the red one because it doesn't. For some reason, it doesn't smudge with the water. Regular pens, yep. This one's a black one. It's also very pretty, and so I carry that one with me. And then I have regular markers. Now, these are lettering markers from the dollar store. I just kind of wanted to try them. I don't know lettering. I do want to learn. I do want to learn. But I decided to go ahead and take these because I figured they might come in handy. And for $1 or $1.25, I thought they was worth it. They're pretty good. This is the eraser that typically, it should be in the other bag, but this is the small one, and I use this for small highlights when it comes to my drawings, like regular pencil drawings. So that's it. That's that as far as the pouches go. Now, if you do have a travel bag with you and want to carry some stencils, these are my favorite ones. I use these a lot because I use them for templates. And then I have this tool right here. It's just basically, to put it simple, to estimate the sizes from real life to your page. And it comes in handy for when you are traveling. But I usually carry this on my book bag if I know I'm gonna be sketching outdoors. But that's it, guys. These are my on-the-go favorite art supplies. I feel like I'm missing something though. I don't know. Do you guys have like that one favorite tool that you take with you that I should have? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, like I said, this is a short little video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.